out, now she's saying what she really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive, train to go, my chain to glow. Everything you see I paid for, gang or crow. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Goff on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Listen.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Brissett now on 2nd down. Looking outside him, he's got a man. It's Bird. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22. Bilal-Powell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Second down, Brissett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Super! 11.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Flex round! Flex round!
On third down, Brissett. A quick throw here, that's complete. The ball comes out, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Gone. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down throw for Brissett. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Brissett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This is the running back Huddle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And here now come the Falcons. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
14. 14. 5.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
17.
Throwing on third. Gone. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger. DC, DC. Hey, shout. Shout. Hey, 5. 17. 17. 17.
Now Goff on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half.
Super.
To throw on second down is gone. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
11. Shout, shout, shout. Go.
They are going for it. Goff. And this is incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They get it to him running left. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On third down, that's Lindsey, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
14.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Brissett on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
First down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they try the right side here. Got some room at the 30. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they have put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Gun, Brissett throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Second and 10. Goff again. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed! Check, check! Brando! Brando! Brando!
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! 190! 190!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Taken down just shy of midfield. The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Merlin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DC. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Escapes the sack. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Off the toss, Lewis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Cordero Patterson past the 20, 10, and he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats, maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Now a handoff looking right. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Byron Jones, the free safety, able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here we go. 38.
On third down, it's Lindsay. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
14.
One last throw here for Goff. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this.